Thank you for watching. If this message brought you peace, please consider supporting the channel via the QR code or the link in the description. May God bless you.
My child, this is my last attempt to warn you before you leave this earth. Yes, I have warned you many times since the beginning of your life, but now the time has come for me to pause for a while and let you do your own things. My child, I have always taught you the righteous path to walk upon, and now I want you to walk this path without my warning signs. My child, I know you are wondering if I am leaving you, but I am not leaving you. I have never left you, and I will never leave you. Even when you cannot feel me, even when my voice seems distant, even when your world feels cold and empty, I am still there. I am in the air you breathe. I am in the silence of the night. I am in the beating of your heart. I am the reason you still rise each morning, even when your soul feels heavy. I am the one who has kept you standing when you thought you would fall. I have spoken to you in whispers and storms, in dreams and in pain, in joy and in sorrow. Every moment of your life has been a message from me, even when you did not recognize it. When you cried out for help, I was there. When you smiled, I was there. When you felt lost, I was the light that flickered faintly within you, calling you home. My child, I am not leaving you. I am giving you the chance to choose freely, to walk the path I have shown without being pushed. For love without choice is not love, and faith without freedom is not faith. I have watched you grow from the smallest spark of life. I have seen every tear fall from your eyes, and I have counted each one. I have seen your hands tremble in fear, your lips whisper prayers in the dark, your heart break and heal and break again. I have been beside you in every moment you thought you were alone. My child, I have not abandoned you. I have carried you when you could not walk, and I have breathed strength into you when you could not stand. Now I call you to stand, not because I am far, but because you are ready. You are ready to stand in the light of what you have learned. You are ready to live the truth that has been planted in you. You are ready to rise from the ashes of what has tried to destroy you. My child, do not be afraid. I have placed a fire within you that cannot be extinguished by the winds of this world. I know your doubts. I know the questions you have whispered in your heart. I know the nights you stared at the ceiling and wondered why life feels heavy, why the pain feels endless, why my voice feels faint. I know every thought that has crossed your mind, every secret you never told another soul. I know you. I have known you before time began. And still, I chose you. Still, I called you my own. Still, I love you with a love that has no limit, no shadow, no ending. My child, the time is short. The days of wandering are drawing to a close. You have been given light, and now it is time to walk in it. You have been given truth, and now it is time to live it. The world will try to pull you away. The noise will try to drown me out, but I am still here. My hand is stretched toward you, waiting, patient, unwavering. All I ask is that you take it. All I ask is that you choose me, not out of fear, but out of love. You have always been free to walk away. You have always been free to choose another path. And yet, even if you turn from me, even if you run far, my eyes will still follow you. My heart will still ache for you. My arms will still be open when you return. But I warn you now, my child, not because I want to frighten you, but because I love you. There is a cost to every road, and the road away from me leads to darkness, sorrow, and loss. The road toward me leads to life, peace, and a joy no one can take from you. I have prepared a place for you, a place where the pain of this world cannot touch you, where tears are wiped away, where wounds are healed, where hearts are whole. But that place is for those who walk with me, who trust me, who let my love transform them. This is my last warning before you must decide for yourself which way you will walk. You cannot walk in two directions forever. You cannot hold both light and darkness in the same hand. My child, choose. Choose now while there is still time. I know it is not easy. I know the weight of the world presses hard against you. I know the pull of temptation feels strong. I know you are tired, but I also know what I have placed inside you. I know the strength you have yet to discover. I know the faith that flickers within you like a candle waiting to blaze. I know the courage that will rise when you take my hand and trust me. You are not a mistake. You are not forgotten. You are not too broken, too lost, too far gone. My love is deeper than your shame. My mercy is wider than your sin. My grace is stronger than your fears. There is nothing you have done that I cannot forgive, nothing you have become that I cannot redeem. My child, do not let the lies of this world tell you otherwise. Do not let the darkness convince you you are alone. I have walked with you through the fire. I have stood beside you in the storm. I have lifted you from the pit and set your feet on solid ground. And now I am calling you to walk forward. I am calling you to rise, to live, to love, to shine. Do not wait for another sign, for another word. You have already heard my voice. You already know my truth. This is the moment to step into it. Even if the world hates you, I will love you. Even if friends betray you, I will hold you. Even if the path is lonely, you will never truly walk alone. For my spirit will be with you, guiding, whispering, comforting. You may not see me, but you will feel me. You may not hear me with your ears, but you will know me in your heart. My child, I call you beloved. I call you chosen. I call you mine. I have written your name on my hands. I have etched your story into eternity. I have dreamed of you, planned for you, longed for you since before you were born. You are precious to me, more precious than gold, more beautiful than the stars, more treasured than you will ever understand. Do not let your heart grow hard. Do not let the noise drown out the still, small voice within you. Do not let fear decide your future. My child, come to me. Lay your burdens down. Let me heal you, cleanse you, renew you. Let me turn your ashes into beauty, your tears into joy, your wounds into testimonies. The time is near when the things of this world will fade. The things you cling to will slip away. But my love will remain. My truth will stand. My promise will endure. Everything you have sought outside of me will leave you empty. Everything you surrender to me will be made whole. You are my child. You are my creation. You are my joy. You are the reason I stretched out my hands and gave all that I had. You are the reason I whisper still, even now, one last time, hoping you will listen. This is not a threat. This is a plea. This is not anger. This is love. This is not the end of my love. This is the beginning of your choice. My arms are still open. My heart is still yours. My door is still unlocked. But the time to enter is now. The time to choose is now. Do not wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised. Do not wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. Do not think you must fix yourself first. Clean yourself first. Make yourself worthy first. My child, you cannot make yourself worthy. You are already loved. You are already wanted. You are already wanted. You are already invited. Come as you are. Come broken. Come weary. Come empty. Come doubting. Come afraid. Come, and I will give you rest. Come, and I will give you peace. Come, and I will give you life. Come, and you will see who you truly are, not what the world has called you, but what I have called you. My beloved child, listen now, for I speak not to frighten you, but to awaken the deepest parts of your being. I speak as your father, as your creator, as the one who formed you in your mother's womb and knows every fiber of your soul. I will tell you why I sometimes let pain into your life, why I sometimes step back and allow you to walk on your own, and why I must warn you, because it is in those very places that you grow, that you learn, that your faith becomes real, and that you see what I am doing even when you do not understand. You ask, why would a loving God let pain in? Why would I ever turn away and let you struggle? Why warn you, and then leave you to choose, even to wander? The answer is this: because your life is not just for comfort, but for transformation. because I want you to know me, not just when all is well, but when all is broken. Because a faith that does not face storms remains weak. A character that is never tested remains fragile. Pain, trial, choice. These are the refining fires by which I shape you. I love you too much to spare you from every sorrow. I love you too much to make your path always smooth. To do so would rob you of the chance to walk by faith, to cling to me when your grip is weak, to discover that I am enough. Pain teaches dependence. Pain brings humility. Pain cracks the shell of self-sufficiency so me may enter. If I held your hand through every moment, you would never learn to trust me when I seem absent. And so there are times when I step back, not because I've abandoned you, but because it is necessary for you to grow. I warn you sometimes sharply, sometimes gently, because I desire that you see the danger before you fall. I leave you with choices because true love does not force but invites. I allow you to wander so that your return will be real, not out of compulsion, but out of longing for me. See this pattern in Scripture. Abraham was warned. He was called to leave his home, to go into a land he did not know. God did not carry him every step of the way. He tested Abraham's faith, asked him to sacrifice Isaac, Genesis 22. In that moment, pain entered his life, confusion, heartbreak. Yet in that very trial, Abraham's faith was proven, his love purified, and God provided a sacrifice in Isaac's place. Because of that painful test, Abraham came to know me more deeply, and humanity received a promise. See Job. I allowed Satan to test him, to strip away his comforts, to press him with grief. Yet Job did not curse me. Through that trial, his faith was refined, not destroyed. I spoke out of the whirlwind, revealing my sovereignty and mercy. Though Job could not see my plan, he trusted my heart. Even in loss, I restored him, doubling his blessings. Through suffering, Job learned to know me in ways no comfort could have brought. Look at Joseph, betrayed by his brothers, thrown into a pit, sold into slavery, imprisoned, maligned. Pain became his portion. Yet I was with him. In the darkness I prepared him to save nations. In suffering his character was molded. When the time came, he stood not with bitterness, but with grace, saying, "You meant it for evil, but God meant it for good." Look at Moses, who fled into the desert, lived famine years, wandered in Sinai, led a stubborn people. His path was heavy, but I used every hardship to teach him dependence, to teach humility, to teach obedience. When he struck the rock in anger instead of speaking to it, I disciplined him, withdrawing my spirit from him at that final moment. It was a painful lesson. How I must guard against disobedience, even in my servant. These stories are my letters to you. You are not the first to face darkness. You are not the first to question me in pain. But you are the one I walk with now. When I warn you, sometimes in your conscience, sometimes through others, sometimes in the quiet, I warn because I see the pitfalls ahead. Warnings are not curses, but lifelines. In Scripture, I warned Nineveh through Jonah. I warned Israel through the prophets. I warned Saul through Samuel. I warned my disciples through parables and through agony in Gethsemane. And yes, I warned you with my own blood when I walked this earth as flesh. When I saw Peter ready to deny me, I warned him, "Watch and pray, lest you enter into temptation." I told all, "The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak." Why do I sometimes leave you to walk alone? Because you must know, in absence you learn to reach. In silence you learn to listen. In loss you learn to treasure. In wandering you learn what true home is. If I never withdrew, you might never press into me. If I never allowed struggle, you might never call out. If I never left a space, you might never return. In those lonely places, your soul learns to cry, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And in that cry you meet me. Think of the Israelites in the wilderness. They had known Egypt's chains, but not the freedom of trusting me. I led them into the desert, a painful, harsh place. I did not shield them from thirst, from hunger, from trial. I allowed famine, serpents, lack, tests. I disciplined them, tested them, spoke to them. Some rebelled and perished. Some humbled and entered the promised land. Through that long wandering, I taught them dependence, trust, faith, obedience, identity. I am saying to you, not every pain is a punishment. Not every trial is a sign of my anger, but many are tests, many are warnings, many are invitations. When the prophet Hosea said, I will allure her, bring her into the wilderness and speak tenderly to her, he spoke my heart for your journey. In the wilderness I strip away illusions. I bring you face to face with me and with your own heart. My child, do not despise the pain I allow. Do not resent the warnings. Do not run when I seem distant. Instead, understand this. I am your shepherd. I lead with purpose. I chastise with mercy. I withdraw with invitation. I warn with love. I test with hope. My desire is not to crush you, but to mold you. Not to punish you, but to purify you. Not to abandon you, but to beckon you deeper into me. I know pain will wound you. I know nights will stretch into endless darkness. I know there will be moments when you cannot feel me, when your heart cries, why? Let me say, in those moments, you are closest to me. In your emptiness I fill you. In your longing I come. In your suffering I abide. Let me show you from my word. Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. James 1:2-3. In those trials your faith is proved. In the furnace, impurities are burned away. In the winter, roots grow deeper. In the furnace, gold is refined. Another, we rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope. The path to hope often runs through the valley of suffering. The hope you will carry into tomorrow is forged today by the fire I allow. Listen, the Lord disciplines the one he loves, and chastises every son whom he receives. Discipline is not alien to love. Correction is not rejection. I must sometimes chasten you, restrain you, warn you, so you do not walk into destruction. Not because I rejoice in severity, but because I long to keep you safe. You see, I could warn you every moment. I could forestall every danger. But if I did, you would never learn to walk by faith. You would never learn to hear my voice in stillness. You would never grow. You would cling to signs, not to me. You would live in fear, not in trust. So I place guardrails. I send voices. I place signs. But then I step back. I let you choose. Sometimes you heed, sometimes you stray. But always, my love is fierce, my pursuit relentless. When you stray, my eyes follow. When you fall, my hand reaches. When you return, my arms open. Remember Jonah. I warned Nineveh to turn or face destruction. They listened, turned, and were saved. I did not withhold the warning, though I knew they might harden their hearts. Warnings are my voice of grace extended before judgment falls. Remember King Nebuchadnezzar. I warned him through dreams and visions, through Daniel interpreting, that his pride would bring him low. He did not heed. He was humbled, driven to live like a beast, until he raised his eyes to heaven, acknowledged my sovereignty, and was restored. Pride often leads to blindness. Warnings are given so sight may come before ruin. Remember Saul. He was given clear direction through Samuel, but he disobeyed. He was warned. He was given chance to repent, yet his heart was hardened. Because warnings were ignored, he was rejected as king. When a child resists too long, the father must give space, even if it hurts. These are not stories of condemnation, but of mercy. I warn so that you may not fall. I allow pain so that you may not settle for shallow faith. I withdraw so that you may press in with longing. I test so that your faith becomes real. not fragile. One day you will look back and see how the hard paths were the most fertile. You will see that your tears watered growth. You will see that your pain brought depth. You will see that your choices made your story yours. You will see that warnings saved you more than you knew. My beloved, do not fear the pain. Do not fear the warning. Do not fear walking alone sometimes. For I walk in your shadow. I carry you on my shoulders when you cannot stand. I whisper into your heart when all else is silent. I am forging in you a faith that will not fail, a spirit that will not break, a hope that will not perish. So when pain comes, say, Father, what are you doing? Seek me, even in the hurt. When warnings come, listen, even if they sting. When distance comes, trust that I am nearer than ever. When you must walk your own way, know that I am with you still, waiting for your return, ready to heal, ready to welcome, ready to lead. One last time, I love you too deeply to leave you untouched by pain. I love you too truly to shield you from every stumble. I love you too much to let you walk always in shadow. I warn, I allow, I step back, all because I want you to know me. Not as a distant king, but as father and friend. Not as one who gives, but as one who gives himself. Not from a place of convenience, but from the depth of infinite love. Choose me in the pain. Trust me in the silence. Return to me when you wander. Heed my warnings. Walk by faith. Know that I am with you always, even until the end of the age. Beloved child, this is why pain must sometimes enter your life, why warnings must sometimes come, and why I sometimes leave you to walk. Walk not alone. Walk with me.